The intent of God has never changed for mankind. Right from the very word go, when He fashioned man from out of the dust of the earth. And then Genesis 2:7 tells us that God stepped back and He breathed His life into man. And when He breathed His life, He actually was breathing His very essence. His very glory was breathed into Adam. And Adam became a living being. And I believe in that glory realm right there in the garden that Adam functioned 100%. When it comes to the brain, scientists tell us, I think we're only using a small percentage. Maybe, I don't know, Wayne, maybe there's more for you than for me. I don't know. Maybe I got more than you. I'm just saying. But scientists today tell us that we're only using a fraction of our brain capacities. And I think it's as a result of the fall. But before the fall, when God breathed into Adam 100% had full brain capacity. That's why I believe He was able to name all the animals, give them all their names. The glory of God covered that garden. And in the glory realm is really the realm of eternity. There's no time. So as God spoke and seed fell to the ground, as soon as that seed fell to the ground, a plant came out and a tree came out with all of the fruit. There wasn't any time to wait for a harvest. That's in the glory realm. And you know, the heart of God has not changed since that time, even though Adam did sin and the plans of God were interrupted for a time being. But aren't you glad that when Jesus came upon the scene of time, that He came to reveal the glory of the Father? And one time, before He gets taken to be crucified, He said, Father, I pray that they would know the glory that You have given them. In John 17, that they may be one even as You and I are one. The beginning chapters of John began with the Word being made flesh and dwelling amongst us. And we beheld His glory. God has always desired His people to encounter His glory. You can track it right from Genesis, then look at Abraham. And it tells us that the glory of God appeared before Abraham, and then with Jacob and Isaac, Jacob, and then with Joseph. And with Moses, when you think about Moses, here's the point I'm trying to make, that with every glory encounter, there is a life-changing encounter. It's impossible to get in the glory and not be affected, not have something of your life, something of your emotions, something of the way that you behave, something of the way that you think. It's impossible to not have some of that change in the glory realm. Each and every glory encounter is a life-changing encounter. We can see this with Moses, for example. He was raised up in Egypt, trained in the best of the institutions that were available in that time. You think about Egypt being a formidable empire in its time. But God had to extract him from all of that and put him on the backside of the desert, and then revealed His glory. And the first time was when Moses approached that tree that was burning, but yet was not consumed. And each and every glory encounter for Moses was a life-changing encounter. It changed Moses. How do I know? Because the Bible tells us in Numbers chapter 12 and verse 3 that Moses was very humble, more than all the men who were on the face of the earth. Moses didn't get that humility by studying at the finest institutions in Egypt. He got that after encounters, glory encounter after glory encounter after glory encounter after glory encounter. And the Bible tells us, Paul actually affirms to this very fact in 2 Corinthians 13. He says how we can go from faith to faith. We can go from glory to glory. Hallelujah. One glory encounter to the next glory encounter, changing us, transforming us. into the very image of Jesus. Hallelujah.